morning, YouTube. Today's Friday, November 14th, and I was going to start stripping yesterday, but I didn't, and here I am today. Yesterday was a day. And everything's ready. I've had it. It's been a process. I'm tired before I'm supposed to be tired for the busy season of harvest, but it's been good. I'm thankful to have the equipment and being able to work on it, but it's been a lot. So I got the last module builder moved over. I've been delayed on starting stripping because we got some rain. So then came all volunteer wheat. I had to spray that, and it didn't freeze like I hoped it would that day. So I had to defoliate and kill shot some more cotton. And so I was doing all that. Now I got that tractor unhooked from the sprayer and onto the KBH builder. Got that moved over to my parents' house where we're starting, and went there to start the PTO pump to raise the cylinder to get started, and the PTO shut off and got an error code, and it kept doing that over and over again, which is crazy because on this tractor, the 8260, which I literally have never used the PTO. Dad hasn't either, and we actually had to take off this cover that has been there since the factory, and it was kind of grown on there. Never used it. Hooked it up to the builder just to test it. Got a PTO code. Same deal. Turn on, shut off. Said rear PTO too slow. We'll start looking under there. There's the clip that goes into that PTO. Speed sensor was chewed off rats or mice. So made a new pigtail, got it spliced in, fixed the problem. Awesome. So used this 8130 to pull that builder last year. Hadn't used the PTO since. Get there. Same deal. So we think it's the sensor. Well, no one has the sensor anywhere because the wires are all intact. So the sensor's not in Stanford, but it's in Abilene, an hour away, or Rotan, almost an hour away. I don't want to drive to Rotan, but they have one. So I go to get it, and then Dad remembers, hey, remember we replaced that sensor on the 8260 fan drive. Ends up being the same part number. It wasn't that issue. It was a different issue that was causing that sensor, that reading issue. So let's go try that sensor. It's probably still good. Put it on. Didn't work. Chased wires all through the control modules, like trying to find continuity. Nothing. We're like, what the heck is going on? So I was like, well, Dad, I'm just going to go to Abilene and get that sensor. I'm on the way to Stanford because I'm going to talk to the guys in the shop and say, you got any other ideas? I call and say, hey, I call Abilene and said, hey, is that part left yet? Or do you have a driver that's bringing parts? He said, yeah, he's actually right here about to leave. I said, send that sensor with him. So save me an hour of driving and back. Just let them do the hour driving. And so I go to the shop and I asked the guy there, hey, what do you think? I said, what could be going on? He said, well, the sensor probably, or he said there's stalks that run right underneath that. I don't know if I showed you on this tractor or not, but there's stalks that run right under that tractor, and my ours do, just like everybody else's. And those wires just get beat up. And I said, well, the wires all look good. He said, well, in that pin connector, it could be damaged or broken and you won't know it. And so I called Dad, and as soon as I said that, he said the same thing. He said, I wondered if he said, those wires feel a little flimsy. So we cut that pigtail off, brought it back. They repinned it, got us a new one. Well, when they tested the old one, there was no continuity from the top of the pins to the wire. So sure enough, it was broken. Wish we'd have thought about that 3 hours before. So got the pigtail made. Sensor showed up. Don't need it. Or didn't think we needed it. Went and plugged it in, spliced it in. Everything works. So it's just stinking wires. And so that was yesterday. Had to go. Denton had his first basketball game of the season. So went to that and just there goes a day. How about that? So got it fixed. Everything's ready to go. Today's Friday. We're going to get it to go. But while it's humid this morning, it's 80% humidity. Oh, I was going to show you that sensor location if I can find it with all these wires. The 8130 is a lot cleaner in here, but it's somewhere back in there. I can't tell you, but all of the cotton stalks are run right in there. I also have a hydraulic leak that's kind of slow, which is going to require full hydraulic drain. It's the same thing I had on the 8130, but I really would like this to make it through grain drilling so that I don't have to do that. But, can't control all those things. Just be watching my fluid level and checking that pretty regular. But while it's humid, I'm gonna fill up with grain. I got tires are good. I've greased everything. I got to oil the chains. I got all my spare parts organized and ready. I had to build new hydraulic hose the other day that I did last year, but it never really worked. I had it recrimped. That seems to be doing better. Changed some settings on the tractor. And then I'm going to try to sow a little bit of wheat. I would love to be able to get both those new farms sowed, but for time-wise, I'd like to get started stripping. So I think I'm going to fill up and drive over there and sow one of them and get the drill set is my thinking. And then I'll come back here and fill up again, and that way I'll be ready to go back over there and finish that. And that'll be everything on this side of the farms for now until I need to move to where we're stripping, and we'll just follow behind the cotton stripper. But I'm not really looking forward to all the dust, but I got some better glasses, hopefully. I got a better respirator, hopefully. So we're going to give it a shot this morning. Put these in there last. Upgraded from a Harbor Freight respirator. Not that Harbor Freight's isn't good, just wanted something a little bit more comfortable.
On to the next. I was going to tell you actually.
This grain, my buddy Ricky Dale cut this. This hasn't been cleaned just from the combine. He did a great job. Change plans. I got it filled up. I'm done. I'm gonna put some diesel in the tractor. I'll get this tank empty, which it may be already empty or right at it, but get this empty so I can. It takes a lot of diesel to strip cotton. Because I'll have 2 strippers going, all my tractors going, and sowing wheat. So I'm gonna need some more diesel. Everything's full now, but it's gonna need it. So I'm gonna fill this up, make sure I got everything here. And the humidity's already dropped down. It's at 60%, and it's 9 o'clock, so it's dropping quick. Maybe we can get started soon. So that's what I'm gonna count on. Otherwise, if I drive over there, it's gonna be at least 3 hours, maybe 4 hours. Yeah, more like 4 hours to start to sow one of the patches. So I think it's probably worth my time. It's not worth my time to go over there because we need to start stripping cotton. We got some rain coming next week. I don't know what we'll get done, or we'll just get as much done as we can. But I do want to get that wheat sowed over there. I got it sprayed and cleaned up, so I want to get the wheat in before, if it possibly rains, so that wheat can get a head start on any weeds that might show up. That was fast. All right. That's enough of that. thing I'll do, so it's ready to get diesel whenever I get diesel. Just put some of this fuel conditioner in here, so I don't forget. Or because I have the time now, now's the time to do it. One last thing I can do before I go is feed all my pet rats and maybe a pet raccoon. Almost killed a raccoon the other day, and by almost I mean I saw one, tried shooting at it from a distance, couldn't catch him, or he was moving too fast, and I missed him. So I went and chased him across the road, or he went across the road, and went over in the four-wheeler to get him, and he ran away. Or I don't know, he disappeared. I'm not sure where he went. So I think there's a raccoon in here, or has been a raccoon in here. I had 3 different head shapes on the screws in the barn. Changing that today. Well, here we are, all the things. Strippers, module builders. It's been a lot to get to this point. Let me show you what happened yesterday. There's the PTO, that's the pump. It starts spinning, then it shut off. There's a sensor right there. A lot less stuff on this one than the 8260. That sensor was good, but that wire right there was messed up. Well, we chased that wire up to here. We took this part, that looked good. This is up here. And back here's all the computer and the brains of the whole deal. We did a lot. We took things apart, didn't fix it. So, obviously, because it was broken right there. Easy fix, but took up a day. Also, I got a new gauge for the side of the tank because that other one was leaking. It seems to be holding. Thank the Lord. All right, I'm gonna check oil on things, and then I'm gonna get this tractor. I gotta open the gate and grease something else in there, get the tromper up, and then we'll be in business. Open the gate. Gotta grease the thing in there, but first I'm gonna check this. Get this one ready so I can get this key out of my hand. Yep. Hydraulic oil. Yep. I'm not going to start this one up, but I'm just going to put the key in here. This is what I need. Oh, there's not much that grease. I didn't grab any extra tubes because Dad has some, but I'm hoping I got enough to do this myself. I'm about to find out. Okay, these ears get up in these slots up there, so I'm just gonna kind of do that. Raise all this up. Ouch! Golly, the magnet got me. Here we go. Gotta be sure you do that every time. Here we go. You missed it. I didn't turn the camera on. Fans on. Cleaners on. Row units on. Let's get it. Alright, stripped a couple rounds here at the end. Got the first builder set. Dad's about to move the other. He had a good idea. Since we've did some hydraulic work, we're going to let the builder run on step 3, which is the final, while it's empty, in case we have any issues. And we can fix it before there's cotton in there. So, let that run. I'm going to go strip a basket, come back, and hopefully everything is great. I got my first basket. I'm gonna go out and check, see, full. I'm gonna go check the builder over, make sure all is good, no leaks anywhere. And then we're gonna keep rolling. Dad's going now. Both builders are set. Just looking for anything. Ooh, that's getting hot. Looking for anything unusual. Still holding, no leak in there. The biggest concern was up here. Or, well, just anywhere. Anywhere there's hydraulics. Stuff could be seeping by. Checking these hydraulic motors. But they're not leaking. And then looking for any wet on these hydraulic hoses and fittings and such. And I think everything looks good. Look at the hoses on the other side. Oh, don't fall. Looks good to me. All right, first dump forthcoming. I will dump one dump at the back, move the tromper to the back, and the second dump in the front. And then after that, I'll split the dumps. First half in the back, second half in the front. It's just the way we do things. People have different ways to do it, but we helps us not let that module so full. So here we go. First load. Looks pretty good, fluffy. Got some bad color in there and some spots, but hopefully that's not going to give me a bad color grade. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Just gotta strip what I got. We get graded on color and length of the fiber and all that stuff, so just gotta, it's part of it. Dryland farming can't control very much. All right, I feel like I can maybe take a breath for a second. Just, I don't know, trying to get all these short rows around the house. Just got those done. So Dad's about to dump his second. He caught up to me because I was doing the short rows. But cotton right here is pretty decent. I really don't know. I really don't know what it's going to make. There's some spots where it's pretty sorry, and then spots like this where it looks pretty okay, but I just don't know. So, but got my hands free, working a little bit until I get into some of these washouts. I got to hand steer those, but it's good. Glad to get going on this crop. I got to steer this one. I'll see you in a minute. Oh, there goes my wife. Just brought Dad and I lunch, and Mom. I'm sure Mom will repay the favor. We both got 4 dumps in the builders. We're going to stop and grab lunch here real quick. Things are going well. It's working good. The cotton's fluffy. It's packing good. We'll see. We'll see. I think we'll probably be able to get, looking at the trumpers here. So for sure 5. We'll just have to see what 5 looks like when we trump. I might be able to get 6 dumps in each module. Now the builder's trumpet number 5. I'm about to dump 6. It's going to make it's going to be a pretty good size module, but I think this will be too small. That's my thinking. So yeah, we're gonna go for 6. See what happens. If it makes a huge mess here, well, I may regret it, but Dad's module, yeah, it can for sure handle 6 on his. Mine's gonna be a little bigger, I think, because I did more short rows around the house, and I did the cutoff row on the end, so you know, mine's just gonna be better than Dad's. Sorry, Dad. This isn't bad. It was full, but I've seen fuller. All right, so now I just use this controller here. To kind of spread things around. This is the same thing we would have done growing up in the cab, just using the levers instead of the buttons here. So I'll get it. I kind of know where it's low, where it's high. Always need to move a little bit to the front and the back. Maybe not that much. This might do it right here. And then I hit step 1. And then it goes step 1, there's a step 2, but not a step 2 button. And step 1 does big skips, step 2 does medium skips, and then step 3 does no skips, where it trumps every trumper width, basically. So I think on step 1 it's gonna go ends, here, middle. I think that's right. Just got to get it packed down a little bit so that the trumper doesn't have to go up as high. And then we'll see who made the most level module between me and Dad. Everything's a competition, you know. So on a cotton stripper, it's very important to pay attention to how the machine sounds, how it feels, the vibrations of it. especially the noises, watching these gauges, like how much, like if it's getting too hot, maybe I got radiators getting plugged or something, or if this voltage drops because the alternator's getting dirty, which happens really on Dad's a lot. And he's more concerned with the temperature on his. We had some issues last year, but just getting used to what the machine should sound like. And there's another farmer on YouTube, and he's talking about how his family has 3 different of the same machine, but everybody's runs a little different. They're used to that, and I agree with that. So just kind of getting back in it today, reminding what those things feel like. There is some, this air shoots right behind me, so there's some vibration from that. But understand that that's different than maybe a vibration in the header or something further back, like near the fan or the clutches back there. That's kind of what I'm paying attention to. Also, keeping it on the road, looking for rocks, making sure I don't get any rocks. If I hear a clanking of a rock, I'm gonna try to shut it down pretty soon, unless I hear it clear out on its own. Sometimes it'll pop its way out, or it'll get to the crosshogger and drop out underneath the chute. But then a rock is dangerous because that can create a spark, and then obviously cotton's flammable. You get a fire, that's no good. Every time I come out, I'm also smell it. I'm trying to get a sense for the smell of what things smell like, because if I smell something burning, like, was it burnt rubber? Is it burning cotton? Get out and investigate things like that, because we don't want fires for sure. And then the last thing I think about, okay, where's the wind blowing? If I did get a fire, if I saw a fire coming out of my basket or anywhere in my mirrors, or I smelled something, where am I going to turn the stripper to dump that cotton out immediately? So for here, the wind's coming towards me, like this direction. So if I had a fire, I would swing left just a little bit and start dumping immediately, get that cotton out of the stripper, try to save the stripper. Because I'd rather lose a basket of cotton than lose the whole stripper itself. So kind of the things I'm looking for when I'm running the stripper here. And then obviously run the automatic system on the module builders is awesome, because we can do it 2 people. Now, it would be great to have another person out there that was starting to rake or could be tarping the modules, things like that. Don't have that right now. But and also that person could be watching the module builders and everything for oil leaks, because that's what they like to do, blow hoses and things like that. So that's why I just some preventative maintenance, try to spend some money on getting hoses replaced and cylinders fixed before they actually need it, so that hopefully that we don't have breakdowns in the middle of harvest or while we're stripping down the field. We come back and there's oil everywhere. We do have an automatic shutoff on the hydraulic system. If the tank level gets too low, the auto system will stop tromping. The pump will still run, but it won't keep trying to cycle the system. So just part of it. But every time we go by, we're looking, is there anything new? Is anything leaking? Because a leak could be the precursor to something more worse. More worse? More badder? Worse, I think is the word. So far, I'm pleased with how things are going. This cotton is getting better the further we go east. I think it drops off a little bit as we go to the end of the field, but you see, the baskets, see, I used to was making a basket, or that basket alarm was coming on right as I was turning or a little after. It's not much, but that's definitely, I'm filling up the basket sooner, so that's good. All right, here we go. First. Door open. Make sure you do that. Tromper at the front. Dad did that for me. Now I need to Ooh, it's hot in here. I think I can kill the PTO for now. Alright, now I need to lift up the back first. then the 3-point. And then drive slowly straight ahead. Kind of anticlimactic, I know here. Once I get clear of the module, which I'm clear now, I'll go out there and close the gate. Get her set back down. Woo! Look at that straight looking sucker. Man. You have a tough time beating that one, Dad. Alright, I think this will go down. Oh, I think it may not actually. The hinges may need the PTO to be able to close. Yeah, we're about to find out here, but I think that's right. Yeah, the locks aren't gonna go. Okay. Gotta be back. I'll be back. Okay. I remembered you gotta push. Alright, I need 2 hands. Alright, so now Emily and the boys will come and they'll rake up the cotton. They'll paint the farm number and the my account number, and they'll tarp it. Like, you can't see it. I was on the phone. Got that tractor moved and set. Come over here and you can see. Obviously there's some knotty bowls in there. Some color issues, but overall it looks pretty. It's not real trashy, not a lot of sticks. It's easy stripping cotton, which I'm thankful for that. So I'm hoping Dad's is done right here. That's what I'm hoping for. Booyah. Okay, gotta move his tromper to the front. Repeat the process. Oh, I'm gonna beat Dad. He kind of tails off there. Second place is always okay. Okay, on Dad's, it will go down. Oh, that'll hit you in the face. Dad's will go down without hydraulic pressure. Throttle down, PTO off, fan on because it's hot. All right. Now same procedure. Lift the back up. And then lift the hitch up. This one, gotta actually put it in reverse, A1 reverse, to get it to slowly let the clutch out. Until it does that. Then I can slowly pull off. Again, normally we we'd be using the tarps. But I honestly think we could get one more module a day on a full day by doing it like this. This one I can't tell very good when I'm done. Maybe actually with the shadows. Yeah, if you look over there at the shadow, I think you'll be able to tell. Oh, still pretty good, Dad. Still pretty good. One concern I have about doing it after is if it's really windy, how much cotton's gonna blow off the top of the module. I don't know. Some is the answer, but how much, I do not know. All right, got Dad's move. Had to move through the terrace that runs right behind the builders, so had to move this a little bit further up so that you don't. It's a pain to dump when the builder's uneven, or if the stripper's uneven, because you'll hit stuff. So first dump, he'll put everything on the back. That's what I'm about to go do on mine too. Here comes the second half. Not really true half and half, but I'd say it's like 2/3, 1/3 is what those veins hold back. All right, Dad's ahead of me. I got to catch up. I'm not very good at filming once I get to working, which is probably why not many of you watch me, but I'll try to do better. We're gonna, like, my tarping crew's over there. They tarped the first two. They got tarps out ready for the second two. I heard Mommy almost fell off the module.
Yep.
Was that crazy?
Yeah.
So
she was holding on by the tarp.
Oh my goodness. All right, so this will be easier because we're gonna use the module builders to pull it off since you're here. Y'all could also have been raking already, but y'all can do that in a second. So they're gonna help me, and maybe their mama's gonna film. Well, I'm not very good about filming when I'm working. I just said that, but I went out to help the tarp, the modules, things were got a little crazy. Trying to, anyways, just didn't get it done. You did miss me almost tearing something up. I can't believe it. On the first module builder, pulled the gate up part of the way, got the tarp on it, lifted it up, pulled off, no problem. The second one, lifted the gate, hooked the tarp to it, did not raise the gate up all the way. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. So I just went to go start lifting it, or started driving it off, and I see Emily running up to the side of the tractor telling me to stop. Stupid. I can't believe I did that. So I don't know. It seems to be okay. Some oil kind of leaked, because I was hyperextending that cylinder basically from where it was, and so it was pushing oil out some of the fittings. I repressurized it, and it didn't leak that I could tell. So maybe I got lucky. I might have tweaked the door just a hair, but it still closes and latches. It's stupid. So I did that. Anyways, I got a rider with me, Emmett. He's gonna film a little bit, probably some just some action shots of the cotton stripping, you think? So sometimes you make mistakes. Luckily, I think this one's gonna be okay. We'll see about it tomorrow. We're gonna end the video here. We're getting this. We just got the 6 dump here. It's going to be a big module for whatever reason. So it's going to be a big one. So today was a good day. 5 modules. Glad to get started. Hope I didn't break anything. I'll look at it closer in the morning. But just got to pay attention. Sometimes just stupid. Tomorrow I'm going to do some more. Maybe so wheat in the morning. Got to clean the strippers off because they get dirty. But today was with the wind. Doesn't look terrible. I've seen worse. So it was a good day. Glad to get started. What are you doing? We're gonna get this trunk. Family's gonna tarp it. Then we're gonna eat some dinner, maybe at my parents'. We're going home. And if you're gonna farm
Farm it.